Hello, my inspired friends. I'm so excited to be officially launching the Inspired Hub's first video podcast, the first of many, I hope. So before I get started, I just wanted to invite anyone who hasn't done yet to hop on to inspired.bm. Make sure you sign up for our email list to receive these weekly, and you'll get all the information on upcoming events and exciting information about the Inspired Hub membership when I launch in the next few weeks. So do that at inspired.bm and you can sign up there. So this week, I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind, been coming to me constantly in everything I've been doing, and that is around staying in your own lane. And the ironic thing about it is when I usually think about staying in your own lane, it kind of brings up a lot of negative kind of vibes in me, sort of, don't tell me what to do. I don't have to stay in my lane. I can do whatever I want. Kind of comes to my mind, which is my usual nature of we can do whatever we want. But it came to me when I was coming down to the end of football season. Now, for everyone that is not a football fan, please bear with me for this story. If you know me, you know that I am a huge Liverpool football fan. And we just finished our season this past Saturday. The Premier League finished the Sunday before. And as we were leading up to that game, it was a really suspenseful time. Liverpool was like full of drama. Liverpool versus Man City. Who's going to win the league? We were 1 point behind. We dropped points. They dropped points all the way up to the last day of the season. And I found myself during the week before having a chat with a couple of friends and sort of saying things like, oh, I'm going to just watch the Man City game. Because it came down to if Liverpool won and Man City lost, then Liverpool would win the league. If Liverpool won and Man City won, we would not win. We would lose by a point. Anyway, it was a whole 100 million different ways this could have gone down. And it changed daily, I really think. But that's how it felt anyway. So I found myself kind of thinking, why did I just say that? Why am I paying attention to what Man City's doing and going to watch what Man City's playing? Yes, they're playing Aston Villa. Yes, it's Steven Gerrard. Okay, I'm a huge fan. But I thought to myself, that's really interesting. You know, and it came to my head about staying in your own lane and watching Liverpool play and watching what they do and watching them finish out the best season of Liverpool history. And I just mulled over my head about that, staying in your own lane, paying attention to what you're doing rather than your competitions. And it reminded me of something that Sean Reel talked to us about in the Ignite program that I've been through. And he showed us a picture of Michael Phelps swimming in the Rio Olympics. And it was a gentleman called Chad Leclaus, I think that was his name. And, you know, Chad apparently was top swimmer, destined to win. He was top seeded butterfly. And there's a famous picture, if you Google it, you'll see it, with Michael Phelps and Chad sort of glancing and taking that split second to kind of watch Phelps swimming. And in that second, it lost him the whole race. I don't even think he made the podium because he took his eyes off his own game and just focused on Michael and what Michael was doing. And Michael won the race in the end. And so all these things keep coming to my head throughout the week, culminated by last week, my son's first sports day. He's in P1. It was his first sports day since the pandemic. He hasn't really had one since nursery when he was 2. It was a big deal. And he did amazingly, by the way. Top boy. I didn't know he was that fast. But anyway, they made the mums do a race. So it was very hot. I was not wearing sneakers. I was not prepared. But they made us do an egg and spoon race. So I said, okay, all right, we'll do it, me and the mums. So we got in this egg and spoon race and we set off and I was winning. I was totally in the lead. And you know what I did? Can you guess? I glanced. And I looked at what everyone else was doing. And what happened? Sure enough, I dropped the egg, which was a golf ball. And I came fifth. Like classic. And I thought to myself, this is what I got to talk about in my first podcast, because, you know, I find myself, and I'm sure you do too, scrolling through social media. We're seeing everyone else out there doing all the things. And are we doing them? And are we doing them as well? And oh my gosh, they look great. Maybe I'm not going to look as great. They're doing reels amazingly. I don't know how to make a reel. You know, and we put so much attention on what everyone else is doing and not what we're doing. And I think that can totally throw us completely off our game, make us drop the egg. And here we go, we're in fifth place when we could have been in first. So I know I struggle with this constantly, being on social media so much for work, for client work, for the Inspired Hub marketing, and everything that surrounds that. And I'm seeing everyone else. And it's really the mental game of staying focused, staying true to what you're doing, and really staying your own path, staying in your lane, or paying attention to your lane and not to everything that might be going around you, in business especially. I mean, personally, that's huge, but in business, it's so important. You know, we see everyone else is like everyone's doing so much better than what we think we're doing. But really, we're doing fantastic and we're doing the best that we can do. So I just want you to pay attention to that when you find yourself going down that path of not feeling like you're up to scratch compared to everyone else. You know, get out there, make that reel. Who cares what you look like? If you need any inspiration, just go look at my reels, because I look ridiculous half the time. So I'm sure you'll do better, you know. So get out there and do what you feel is best for you in your business, and not pay attention to what everyone else is doing, because you know, the saying, we've heard it many, many times, no one is going to do your business like you are. So I hope you find that somehow inspirational. I know I'm keeping it dear to my heart. I did wind up paying attention to the Liverpool game, and we did win that game. We did not win the league, but that's okay. We go again, right? So there's always another season. And we come back stronger. So I just want to invite you again, if you haven't, to hop onto inspired.bm, sign up for the email list. You'll find it on the membership page. For those of you who are already on the list, and those of you who have joined me for one of our social media co-working sessions in April or May, only for those who have joined me, I'm launching this in June, our first Q&A session for social media. So if you've been putting in the time, getting your social media calendars going, get in there. You can bring whatever questions you want to the table. You can find that on the events page on the website on inspired.bm. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be announcing the dates for our coffee dates this month. I can go on a coffee date any day. So if anyone ever wants, hit me up, but I'll be posting those probably tomorrow for sign up. So I hope you are all well, stay in your lane, and I will talk to you soon.